Hello everyone, and welcome to Silent Bell, your dedicated channel for understanding and improving your sleep. I'm so glad you're here today. We're about to embark on a journey together, a deep dive into the fascinating world of sleep. We spend about a third of our lives doing it, yet for so many of us, it remains a complete mystery. Why do we feel so tired even after 8 hours in bed? What really happens in our brains when we dream? And most importantly, how can we get the deep, restorative sleep our bodies and minds are crying out for? Over the next few minutes, we're going to unravel some of these mysteries. This isn't just about learning facts. It's about gaining practical tools and insights that you can apply to your own life starting tonight. Think of this as your personal sleep masterclass. We'll cover everything from the basic science of sleep cycles to the powerful habits that can transform your nights and energize your days. So, get comfortable, maybe grab a cup of herbal tea, and let's begin this journey to better sleep together. First, let's talk about the fundamentals. What is sleep really? It's not just an off switch for your brain. It's a highly active, incredibly complex process that's essential for our survival. Sleep is divided into different stages, which we cycle through several times a night. These stages are broadly categorized into two types: non-rapid eye movement sleep, or NREM, and rapid eye movement sleep, or REM. Each has a unique and vital role to play in your health. NREM sleep is what we enter first. It has 3 stages of its own, getting progressively deeper. Stage 1 is that light, drowsy state where you're just drifting off. You can be easily woken up. Stage 2 is a bit deeper. Your heart rate and body temperature drop, and your brain starts producing these special bursts of activity called sleep spindles, which are crucial for memory consolidation. Then comes stage 3, the holy grail of sleep, deep sleep. This is when your body does most of its physical repair work. Growth hormone is released, tissues are repaired, and your immune system gets a major boost. If you ever wake up feeling physically refreshed, you can thank deep sleep. After cycling through these NREM stages, we typically enter REM sleep. This is the stage most associated with vivid dreaming. Your brain activity looks surprisingly similar to when you're awake. Your eyes dart back and forth behind your closed eyelids, hence the name rapid eye movement. But while your brain is buzzing, your body is essentially paralyzed. This is a clever safety mechanism to stop you from acting out your dreams. REM sleep is critical for emotional regulation and creative problem solving. It's like your brain's nightly therapy and brainstorming session all rolled into one. A full sleep cycle, going through all these stages, usually takes about 90 to 110 minutes, and we aim for 4 to 6 of these cycles each night. Now that we understand the what, let's get into the how. How does our body know when to sleep and when to wake up? The answer lies in 2 key biological processes: our circadian rhythm and sleep pressure. Your circadian rhythm is your internal 24-hour body clock, located in a part of your brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. It responds primarily to light, telling your body it's time to be alert during the day and time to wind down at night. When it gets dark, your brain releases a hormone called melatonin, the famous hormone of darkness, which signals that it's time to sleep. The second process is sleep pressure, also known as sleep drive. Think of it like a buildup of sleepiness. From the moment you wake up, a chemical called adenosine starts accumulating in your brain. The longer you're awake, the more adenosine builds up and the sleepier you feel. When you finally sleep, your brain clears out this adenosine, so you wake up feeling refreshed. Caffeine works by blocking adenosine receptors, which is why it makes you feel more alert. It doesn't get rid of the adenosine though, it just delays its effects. That's why you might experience a crash when the caffeine wears off. The combination of a strong circadian signal for sleep at night and high sleep pressure from being awake all day is the perfect recipe for a good night's rest. So, why do so many of us struggle? Our modern lifestyle is often a direct assault on these natural sleep systems. One of the biggest culprits is our exposure to light, especially blue light from screens like phones, tablets, and computers. This artificial light at night tricks our brain into thinking it's still daytime, suppressing the release of melatonin, and messing with our circadian rhythm. This makes it harder to fall asleep and can reduce the quality of the sleep we do get. It's like trying to tell your body it's midnight when all the lights in the house are blazing. Another major disruptor is an inconsistent sleep schedule. Our bodies thrive on routine. Going to bed and waking up at wildly different times on weekends versus weekdays is like giving yourself a mini dose of jet lag every single week. It confuses your internal clock, making it difficult to fall asleep on Sunday night and a real struggle to wake up on Monday morning. Consistency is key. Aiming for a regular bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends, is one of the most powerful things you can do for your sleep. Let's also talk about your sleep environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep. And that's it. It needs to be cool, dark, and quiet. The ideal temperature for sleep is actually quite cool, around 65 degrees Fahrenheit, or 18 degrees Celsius. Your body temperature naturally drops to initiate sleep, and a cool room helps that process along. Darkness is also non-negotiable. Use blackout curtains, an eye mask, or whatever it takes to make your room as dark as possible. Even a tiny bit of light can disrupt your sleep. And finally, quiet. If you live in a noisy area, consider earplugs or a white noise machine to block out disruptive sounds. But what if you're lying in your cool, dark, quiet room and your mind just won't shut off? This is where a wind-down routine becomes your secret weapon. You can't expect to go from 100 miles per hour to 0 in an instant. You need a buffer zone between your busy day and your sleep. This could be a 30 to 60 minute period dedicated to relaxing activities. Think reading a physical book, not on a screen. Taking a warm bath, which can help trigger that body temperature drop, listening to calming music, or practicing some light stretching or meditation. The key is to find what works for you and make it a consistent habit. This routine signals to your brain and body that sleep is coming, making the transition much smoother. Let's touch on a few other lifestyle factors. Diet and exercise play a huge role. Avoid large meals and caffeine close to bedtime. A heavy meal can cause digestive discomfort. And as we discussed, caffeine is a powerful stimulant. Alcohol is another tricky one. It might make you feel drowsy and help you fall asleep faster, but it severely disrupts your sleep later in the night, particularly REM sleep, leaving you feeling groggy and unrefreshed. Regular exercise, on the other hand, is fantastic for sleep. It can help you fall asleep faster and increases the amount of deep sleep you get. Just try to avoid intense workouts too close to bedtime, as that can be overstimulating for some people. Now I want to address something important. If you've tried all these things and you're still struggling significantly with your sleep, it might be more than just bad habits. Sleep disorders like insomnia, sleep apnea, or restless leg syndrome are very real and require medical attention. Please don't hesitate to talk to your doctor. Getting a proper diagnosis and treatment can be life-changing. There's no shame in seeking help. Your health is the top priority. Remember, a professional can provide guidance and support tailored to your specific situation. To recap, we've learned that sleep is an active process with distinct stages, NREM and REM, each vital for our physical and mental health. Our sleep is regulated by our internal clock, the circadian rhythm, and the buildup of sleep pressure. We can improve our sleep by managing our light exposure, especially from screens at night, maintaining a consistent sleep schedule, and creating a cool, dark, and quiet sleep sanctuary. A relaxing wind-down routine is essential for preparing our minds and bodies for rest. And finally, paying attention to our diet and exercise habits can make a huge difference. I know this is a lot of information, but don't feel overwhelmed. You don't have to change everything at once. Start small. Pick 1 or 2 things that resonated with you the most. Maybe it's putting your phone away an hour before bed. Or maybe it's trying to wake up at the same time this weekend. Small, consistent changes add up to big results over time. Be patient and kind to yourself through this process. Improving your sleep is a journey, not a destination. Thank you so much for joining me for this sleep lecture on Silent Bell. I hope you found it helpful and feel empowered to take control of your nights. Sleep is the foundation of a healthy and happy life, and you deserve to experience its full benefits. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the world of sleep. We have so much more to explore together. Until next time, sleep well.